Hello guys and welcome to Explore Storytime, and we're going to continue to be reading from, there you go, David Williams, The Midnight Gang, and we are reading from chapter 52, which is called A Pain in the Butt. This is one of my favourite chapters. Okay, shall we start? Are you sure? Okay. Ping! The lift doors opened on the 44th floor. Just along the corridor were the huge swing doors to the children's room. "How are we going to stick this into the matron's bum?" asked the boy. He was holding the syringe full of the sleeping serum as he wheeled the trolley around as quietly as possible. "She's going to be watching everything like a hawk." "We must use surprise, young Mr. Thomas, sir," replied the porter. The man poked his head out from under the dirty sheet on the trolley. "Matron cannot see us coming, or we're blasted." "We have the trolley. That would give us some speed," said Tom, thinking out loud. "Yes, of course. In an ideal world, we need Matron to be facing away from us, bending over." Tom brought the trolley to a stop. They were now just a few paces away from the doors. "I've got an idea," said the boy excitedly. "Have you still got Professor Pigeon in your pocket?" "Yes, of course," replied the porter. "She's coming on the adventure with me." "Good. Then we can let her loose in the children's ward. The bird is bound to scuffle all along, and Matron is sure to be distracted. You've heard her say how much she hates Pigeon." "It's a brilliant idea, sir, quite brilliant." The pair crawled on their hands and knees along the corridor that led up to the children's ward. Tom pushed one of the tall swing doors open a little and held it ajar. Looking out of the window to the glow of Big Ben's clock face, he saw it was now just minutes to midnight. Oh, dun dun dun, I'm just turning a page. I'm a bit awkward here because I've got this in this hand and I've got my book in the other. So I'm going to be moving around a bit, but it's okay. That's part of the fun. I'm getting all confused and all mixed up. The boy peered through the gap between the doors. All the lights of the ward were out or off, and the children were sleeping in their beds. Tom could see the silhouettes of George, Amber and Robin. However, he could not make out Sally's bed, as it was in the far corner of the ward. Some of the light spilled from Matron's office, where she sat bolt upright, her eyes scanning the ward for any sign of movement. The porter reached into his pocket and brought out his uni-winged pet. Tom then slowly pushed the door open more ajar, so the bird could scuttle through. However, Professor Pigeon did not want to move. Perhaps the bird did not want to be separated from her master, and whatever the reason, the creature was determined to turn in the page. Stay put. If you can hear a noise in the background, it is raining really hard against the window. So the porter picked up his pet and set her down just inside the ward. But instead of scuttling off, the faithful bird just lingered by the doors, peeking at the floor. "Go, Professor Pigeon, go, fly like the wind," urged the man. Again the bird did nothing. This was clearly not an animal who was going to win a TV talent competition at any time soon. This was a shame, because just with having one wing, Professor Pigeon had a great backstory. "Shoo shoo!" encouraged the porter. Shall I say that again? "Shoo shoo!" encouraged the porter. But still the bird did absolutely nothing. So the porter had no choice but to squeeze through the gap in the doors on his hands and knees. From there he ushered the bird further forward into the room towards Matron's office at the end. Out of the darkness came a booming voice. "Who goes There! It was Matron. She had seen the porter, and the plan was unravelling faster than a falling ball of string. Tom had to think fast. Through the gap in the doors he could see the lady rushing out of her office. So he pushed the trolley back down the corridor. Then he ran alongside it and jumped on, syringe in hand. Bang! The trolley smashed through the swing doors. Again, I'm turning the page. It's getting exciting. Hold on there. Don't go away. Yes, you. Don't go away. Ahead, Tom could see the perfectly round bottom of Matron. She was bent over, trying to pull the porter up from the floor. It's you, porter. Now get up, you revolting man. I want you out of my ward this instant. Do you hear me? This instant. From behind her head appeared. She must have heard the whirl of the wheels on the trolley. Whirr. Thomas, she cried, but it was too late. The syringe, or the needle of the syringe, jabbed into her bottom. Ouch! She cried in pain. As Tom pushed the top of the syringe, a sleeping serum surged in. Matron's body arched up, and then thud. The lady was immediately fast asleep on the floor, snoring loudly. Let's turn the page. Oh, that's the end of that chapter. Oh, I had fun reading that. That was quite animated, I think. And I hope you enjoy it, because I really enjoyed reading it. And that is one of my favourite chapters. Because Matron's quite horrible, isn't she? So I loved it when she got that syringe right in her bottom. That was funny. Well, I hope you've enjoyed Explore Storytime. And stay safe. And we'll see you next time. Bye.